I'm joined here today for Primetime Local News with Bailey Roberts, the Cheer Force Jets Lloydminster Director. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, so registration is now open for teams. What all kinds of teams are there for people to choose from?
So we have quite a wide variety of teams. So we have our elite teams. That is our big competitive teams. They practice 4 hours a week. They compete between 5 and 6 competitions all year long. And they train from, actually, we started this year in June and they go all the way until April this year. So we have that side. We have our prep levels, which is a little bit lower commitment. They practice also once a week. And they only do like 3 to 4 competitions, and they practice at 2 hours instead of 4. So it's a little bit less of a commitment. And then we also, so new this year, we have our novice. We've kind of changed it around a little bit. So we do have our novice that is ages 3 to 6. That is one of our teams. They practice once a week and they have 3 competitions this year between September and April. And then we have our brand new novice team that is under 12. So the ages between 8 to 12. It is a non-travel introductory team for anyone that has never been a cheerleader or who has no idea what it's about but wants to get to know what it is. They practice an hour and a half a week and they compete once in Lloydminster.
And when will registration be open until?
So registration is always open. The teams do start at the first week of September. So they may be able to, like our novice team, we will always be accepting the athletes onto it. However, with like our elite teams have already been made for the year. However, our prep teams are still open for registration. And then we would probably accept a few weeks into September, and then we would have to call it for the year.
And where can residents find more info and where to register online for the prep teams?
So if they go under our website, www.cheerforcejets.com, they can actually go under Lloydminster. Our website is separated between Cold Lake and Lloydminster, so you'd actually be able to go right onto the Lloydminster link and click under the prep. Cheer teams and prep, and you'd actually be able to find the information packages and everything like that. So we have all of our information packages separated. So there would be one for an elite team, one for prep team, one for novice teams. So then they all their information is in one spot, rather than reading a whole entire book with all the different types of teams, because it can be definitely overwhelming at first. I am also free to contact at any time through email, Facebook, anything like that. And we can always get you in for a tour of our facility as well. Then you can come meet me personally. We do a little evaluation. I can kind of guide you through the fees and everything like that as well. So tours are also always an option as well.
And is there anything different that Cheer Force Jets will be doing this year compared to going through COVID last year?
Yes, so this year we have lots of events planned that we will be doing. We are actually moving our location, so we are getting a new gym this year. We will be moving at the end of August. So that is super exciting. So we'll be doing a nice open house at the beginning of September. So stay tuned for that date. And we will be able to, people can come on in, they can meet me, they can meet our owner Viola, and they can kind of see the gym and everything like that as well. So that's also super exciting. Our competitions, hopefully COVID doesn't get in the way this year. We can compete this year. The girls are really looking forward to it, considering it was a very tough year last year. It was really hard on a lot of athletes, not just cheer-wise, but in general. It was really tough. And coaches, all of us coaches everywhere, trying to think of different ways. Our sport, we do definitely have to be next to each other and trying to find different ways for them to tumble and to stunt or even to jump or anything like that. We had to find different ways to do our practices and games and anything. Team bonding is a huge thing with cheer, because you have to be able to trust your teammates. You're throwing people in the air, you're tumbling right next to them, and you got to be able to trust your teammates. So team bonding is super big for us.
And with lots changing with restrictions and everything, has there been more support shown for Cheer Force Jets?
Yes, of course. Yes. It was really hard at first because, People didn't know what COVID was going to bring. You know, do we put our kids in sports? Do we not? The masks definitely, you know, did help. We had our mask mandate. They had to be separated by 3 feet, only 8 allowed in the gym at a time for a majority of our season last year. So only 8 kids allowed at a time for us on in our facility that we are located in now. So.
And is there anything else you want to add for like expanding on some of the plans and events that you were saying earlier that are going to be coming up soon here?
Yes. So we do have our open house that we are going to do. Our parent committee is always also there, a little separate from us, but they also have lots of fundraisers planned. So you'll be able to see those. We are also offering like a trunk or treat this year. So that's kind of a Halloween one that we're going to be doing. We'll be doing like a Christmas one as well. We have lots of new programs for the daytime as well, like a crawlers class, walker classes, and like daytime playtime where parents with children under the age of 3 can come in with them. They can just do some little obstacles and have some free time in the gym as well. So lots of stuff in the daytime now posted as well.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining me today, Bailey.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me.